Hello and welcome everyone to a Sacred Symbols reading this Sunday, June 19th, 2022. I'm your host, Desiree DeMars, and this is a special day here in the US. It's Father's Day. And so I am dedicating this reading to all the fathers in the world, fathers to be, past, present, and future fathers. And to the energy of Father, the Father within us, the divine and sacred masculine, this idea of the Heavenly Father that is guiding us into action. Um, So with that said, I'm just going to dive right in because I've already made an offering and called in my guides, angels, teachers, and I am going to just do a short invocation with the intention and give you time to settle in, ground yourself, and focus on what it is you would like to receive today. And then I'll just rattle briefly before we start. So I invite you to close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, allowing a few of them to be in through the nose and out through the mouth. And forgive the noise in the background. Hopefully it won't be too distractive. It is summer and everybody is leaf blowing, building, fixing, working on outdoor projects with all kinds of noisy tools. So simply allow your focus to hone in on this brilliant white light that's coming down from the heavens always, and direct its energy in your presence, in your circle of sacred and divine energy here today, and allow that energy to flow all the way down to the center of the earth. So you are grounded, connected, anchored. And from that anchoring, just notice how naturally the energy wants to flow back up through the central channel of your toroidal field, like a fountain that is infinite and eternal. Just allow that flow to naturally happen and unfold. Feel your field expanding. Feel your focus at the center, which is now grounded and anchored. And as it continues to spill forth out the top of your head, it expands outward and activates and aligns all of your chakras through the natural flowing piezoelectric energy of these chakras or energy centers in your body. And you can feel those colors activated: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, all the way up back into the white light, that divine white light, that crystalline light that we know we are experiencing huge transformational shifts through this field of light that we are flowing through or flying through. As a planet, as a collective, here on planet Earth. So just feel your light body expand. And now as that light energy flows in and out, visualize or imagine the emotional frequencies aligned with those colors, starting at the base chakra with joy, peace, strength, courage at the heart, gratitude, humility, and divine love. Feel the center of each of those chakras resonate with those feelings as you bring anything into your imagination or your conscious awareness that resonates with those thoughts and feelings. Joy, peace, strength, courage, humility, gratitude, humility, and divine love. And let that be the container in which you sit as you prepare for this reading, bringing into your thoughts and the field an intention that you have for today, or maybe for your father, or for all of the fathers, past, present, and future. And the Father within yourself, that divine masculine aspect. And just notice what comes through in the reading for you that may need rebalancing, new awareness, or release. Just stay present with that all in the background. And then imagine a beautiful, warm, refreshing, relaxing, golden light coming down, just pouring down like honey right through your central channel. Again, this golden light that activates the Earth Star and connects it to that heavenly star above your head, the masculine and the feminine in dynamic movement, allowing us to be in our superconscious field where everything is accessible, where it's all information. And the dynamic of the I am presence rests within us and without us through our intention, so be it, and our attention that we're placing on our intention today. And then allowing for that holo movement, that holographic aspect of ourselves that is both of the cosmos and of the earth. And then imagine whatever it means to you to bring into the field the essence of Father. Father. And then just quickly, I will review the field that was laid before this connection of all of the directions, the east, the south, the west, the north, above, below, and the middle. All of the elementals, earth, air, fire, water, ether, plasma, neutrinos, gammas, and all those elements yet unknown to man, come and be with us, present in the sacred and divine circle here within us, surrounding us, and expanding outward onto the land where our ancestors once walked, and where our ancestors now exist in full dynamic presence. For every aspect of nature is our ancestor. Come and be with us, all of our guides, angels, teachers, guardians, the presence of the magical and the mystical, the seen and the unseen, the two-legged, the four-legged, the many-legged, the winged ones, the finned ones, and the creepy crawlers. And to all of our ancestors, those who've gone before us, lived a good life and transcended, and are now here working on our behalf, and who are here working on this brilliant, dynamic awareness of the essence of Father on this celebratory day. Come and be with us, all of those whose names we do not know, but whose blood runs through our veins. Come and be with us. May the perfection of this information received today through all of our senses, all of our abilities to know, May it bring blessings of abundance, joy, and wisdom to not only us, but to all those we come in contact with. May we be blessed in this moment for being receptors to this divine love and the highest frequency of light that is possible at this time. In full faith, so be it. In gratitude and deep, deep appreciation. Aha. And so, my friends, here we go. I'm going to tip the screen down so you can see. There we go. Get the best angle I can for you. Make sure there's enough light. I'm going to tip that light down a little bit. That looks great. And I will invite you to blow 3 times with me into the basket. So just gently blowing your intention. Protected, guided, supported. Thank you. So beautiful. Wow. That was a beautiful flow there. I tip the screen up a little bit and pull it there a little bit better for your viewing. So, where shall we begin? Just notice where your eye is drawn to, where your heart, your attention is drawn to. In the spread, it's a really beautiful, broad spectrum of, of small, evenly spaced clusters, pretty much. It's beautiful. And how fascinating. Right at the center is our inquiry, right here at the central diamond. Arms outstretched towards you. The 2, it's about partnership, being in a new way of partnership, a heart-centered way of partnership. So if your inquiry was somehow to heal, know, understand something about your father or fathership, or the essence of father or the divine masculine, here you go. Partnership, heart connection. Here is the grandfather on your mother's side, your maternal grandfather. Beautiful. Really beautiful. And here's your paternal grandfather. So that's pretty interesting. We have the feminine at the base of the inquiry and the masculine up above. How perfect. Grandmother, grandfather, and father all here at this, like, I'm looking at it 12 o'clock. It would be your 6 o'clock right here. And it's resting on Saturn. How appropriate. And it's resting near work. Passion, finding passion in your work, in the world, and creating structures that fulfill that bring peace of mind. That, wow, we have, so grandmother is resting on Pluto. Grandmother on your father's side, your maternal grandmother. She is definitely, I'm getting chills all over, the force for change, for creating change. It is the divine feminine that is calling out for a change in structure. around the masculine forces. Meaning, I would say, a return of power, a return of the right ways, of integrity, honesty, and this then on an abundant way. The key to whatever it is you're asking for is to really, I would say, free yourself to go for whatever hopes and wishes you have, right? Free yourself from any restrictions about what you hope and wish for, your wildest dreams, your wildest creations, right? Just kind of flattening that out a little bit. So here's the shaman. We have our little frog friend laying down on its back, which is interesting. So again, a reminder to utilize this idea of new perspectives, looking at things from a different angle and taking action based on this connection that you have to community. And this is beautiful. Here's grandmother, maternal grandmother, your grandmother on your mother's side. Here they are side by side, right, around this idea of community. So I think this is really powerful about, seeing Father in a new light, in a sacred. This is representing the sacred. And moving into that new way, even if you don't know the how, but that you just have your heart's desire. That's what this is about, creating as a partner, in partnership with your heart's desire, with this heart. This is what's really being amplified right now, right? The true divine nature of your own essence of Father within, right? And as within, so without. And then you don't need to know the how, but you just need to be. Just begin being more than doing. And then you can drop the why or the how. And as you move around the circle here that's been created, we have the divine feminine at the root chakra. And we have the home. It's interesting. A wish that you have about your home here up above the crown in these higher realms, this spiraling into space, this projected energetic holographic aspect of who we are. And here's the great mystery, very internalized right now. The great mystery. This is the open side, and this is the side that's saying, really look within. It's time to take some deep, deep reflection time about this earth. How do you visualize this earth from that perspective or around that perspective of Father? And again, this is about reflecting on our star nations, our greater family, the star who you are, the star from which you came, and know that in that space is the heart. Here's your heart chakra, and here's your earth chakra here below your feet. And here's the third chakra, this power center, right? This expression outward, this outward expression of power, of creation, of activity, of doing. I was going to say that here below the symbol of Elkhorn for community is the planet Mars. It's all about action, taking action. And action being, it starts within. It doesn't have to be everything external. Taking action can be taking time to be quiet and receive. I was just practicing that today. The sun was out and it was so beautiful in the shade of the trees in my backyard. And I just felt this presence of knowing, of just the beauty of silence and the action or the doing of simply being. simply being. And we have the eye of God also turned down. So interesting. So, eye of God, reflection, great mystery, the vision. The vision is, maybe it's a great mystery, right? Right now, you may not have the outline or the words, but just know that you are tapping in with your intention to the seed of what that is. Let it just be the seed. Let it be just the spark of the fire, right? Because we know our DNA is really changing. A lot of the physical realm needs to be released, repatterned, revisioned. That's what this little dagger, this little heart-shaped dagger is saying. Cut away what is no longer needed. It's almost like, in shamanic terms, a dismemberment, right? Dismembering ourselves from the baggage of the ego, the conditioning, the false beliefs, the fears, the fear, the uncertainty, the doubt, cutting that away and coming into this state of Buddhahood, right? The joy of the belly, the ignition of the transmission at the third eye, right? About why all this suffering, the suffering to awaken us. Yeah, and awaken the throat chakra so that we may speak our truth, right? Because here I would say, I'm getting chills just looking at it. Here is the fork in the road. Up here at this high point for you, you'd be sitting down here. And it's kind of opening up to all of it, right? To the entire reading. And here is the third eye. So it's like, it is, I would say the message here is, it's not about choosing one or the other. It's simply about being and knowing that as you live your life, in whatever your choices that you're making moment to moment, that is the choice, right? That is the choice in the moment. And then whatever comes of it is your mission, so to speak, is simply choosing to be fully present to that and that alone. And that's it. That's where the power is. And that's really the only place that you have power, other than referring back to the intention of being present with whatever it is you clarified about the desired result, the end result, the goal, the wishes, the hopes, the dreams that you have. So that encompasses everything. And here is the other in your life, somebody, if you have a significant other, they're kind of out here in the bigger picture, along with Mercury, so some kind of a communication connection. And here you are, right? Resting on the chakras that are at the palms of the hand and the soles of the feet. So interesting. So this idea of giving and receiving from the earth, giving through the palms of the hand, being of service, right? This is saying what is hidden, what is locked away right now, what is inaccessible. And the pointer is pointing right to the heart of it, right? What is it in your life right now that feels like it's locked up tight, inaccessible? So a good piece of wisdom around that would be to put your feet on the ground, put your palms up, and allow yourself to receive. Ground and receive, ground and receive. And through that, I think what you will see is, here's Mother, the energy of Mother right at the base of the blueprint that you came in. Here is Mother holding that container, holding that structure. And the receptivity that's being activated through this act, through this way of being grounded and receptive, is all about the soul's remembering why you came here on a soul level. And it's really being amplified right now. Here's Jupiter. So this deeper, I know that's been kind of a buzzword for a long time, is what's my purpose? But we're talking even deeper, right? Okay, purpose, some people's it was some kind of work that they did in the world. But I would say, what's below that? What is the greater soul's purpose right now? And the best way that I know to tap into that without the ego getting in the way and getting in the mix of how that comes through is, here's Deer Toe, and that's all about innocence, right? And what is dead center? Transformation, resting on this piece of a shell that represents ceremony. So creating ceremony, I would say make your life a ceremony. You know, make life a ceremony, make life a sacred experience, and then you will have the transfiguration that you so desire. Whatever you choose, you will co-create in that moment of power. It will align your intention, your attention, and this idea of movement. Everything is cyclical, right? Everything is moving. We're not just going in circles and circles and circles and circles. No, we're going in spirals. We're flying through the cosmos millions of miles per hour forward into the future. This is why it is essential. It's not like this is not woo-woo and we're making it up. This is really what's happening. The evolution of our consciousness is unfolding before us. And right now it's really being amplified. And so this is at the heart of it, the transformation that's here. And it's all about receiving and then coming to this place of balance of mind that's grounded. Again, here's the earth, grounded. It's time to receive what comes through, this idea of grounding and then receiving. Grounding and receiving. And then just let it flow. In fact, if you get distracted thoughts that pop into the mind, just notice them and then let them go. You know, just let them go on their way. Acknowledge their presence and then return to your intention. So, yeah, speaking truth, here we have Venus. So Venus resting on the great grandparents on your father's side and power animals. Notice if you've got a power animal or one becomes present. Angelic realms are here, and here you are, as I said, moving forward, creating, right? That which is not yet created. Just know that in that state of innocence, we don't need to know and we don't know, but anything that we do need is accessible through our intention and through this beautiful act of creating ceremony, right? And this is moon, I believe. Yeah, we've got the moon coming into full moon and raising our frequencies, right? It's like a rebirth we're experiencing now. And this is about creation, the 5. We're in a process of recreating ourselves, right? Recreating the body, recreating ourselves through this solar energy, which I was just thinking about the sun, and here it is, calling in these solar rays, these incredible, this incredible solar energy that we are being affected by now, transforming all of us, transforming us down to our DNA. And we've got a little timekeeper here, which is interesting, around the emotions and the sun. So let's see here's the other one. Oh yeah, so something big. There's something happening. We're coming into kind of a crescendo, I would say, with this solstice. And this idea of, you know, the spark of a fire, the spark of this rebirth of the masculine, right, in the world, and helping us to move forward into these new ways of being, these new structures, which Father rests on Saturn. Wow, that is very powerful. Very powerful. So, be your own medicine, right? Be your own medicine, be your own shaman. Take a new perspective, take a look at what's going on. If things feel stale, old, stuck, look at them from a different angle. Try a new perspective. and look into the future, right? Look out into your future and imagine what it is you want this world to become as we move forward during these incredible times of rebirth, of transfiguration, right? Because this is kind of what's, I'm getting chills thinking about it, the crown of our true nature and purpose, our true nature and purpose in this blueprint of who we are. And at the center of it is all about ceremony, claiming that it is indeed sacred, right? The masculine, the sacred in the masculine, the sacred in the mind, in the new mind, the new way of thinking for our future. But it comes from the innocence, right? From this innocence, the awe, and the magic that we can't even imagine on a physical level. It's not 3D, it's multidimensional, it's holographic, and it's being expanded. This, I believe, this is what's really happening. I'm getting chills all over now, is that, you know, we are going through this transfiguration process right now that is expanding us almost beyond belief, beyond our imagination. So it's forcing us right to the edges, right to the crown, right to those outer bounds, those outer structures, you know, those outer limits of who we have been, where we came from through our lineage, and asking us to break those boundaries and move forward. See the future, right? Imagine the future. Imagine with a vision that comes from committing to introspection and trusting the great mystery has things figured out way better than we could. This pervasive consciousness, this divine feminine that grounds us to the center of the earth. There is something that was known far beyond the mental configurations that we know in 3D, right? There is something energetic really guiding us, these greater forces, the eye of God, the great mystery. And here we stand at like a fork in the road, but knowing that whichever way we choose, in fact, unity is diversity. We need the diversity to really inform us to bring to us whatever it is that we will need in each moment, step by step, as we move forward. Step by step as we move forward. It's all perfect. So beautiful. That was so crisp and clear. I hope that really resonated with you. So again, Father, look at the structures that you came in with in this lifetime through your father's lineage and see what you can notice, see what you feel about this idea of what is sacred. What can you pull away from that is sacred and yet continue to move with that? Relieve whatever no longer works behind. Stabilize, strengthen your vision of the future, knowing that by doing that, you are healing yourself and others. You are empowering yourself and others on this level of DNA, this new light being that we are becoming, all of us. And that this part of our blueprint is playing out with something that is not yet created. There are things still kind of hidden, still unknown. We don't have all the parts. That's what this idea of frequency is here. There are frequencies. In fact, that's what's coming through the light, these expanded frequencies, these new frequencies. And right now there's still a little fog there, but we're coming into this. It's about really stepping into the part of us that is the creator, that we are creating orientation in our life toward the reclaiming of our creative mastery, right? Our creative mastery. And that's what we are spiraling into our future. And the sun is really helping us move forward to embody this aspect of ourselves, this Buddha self, this enlightened self, as we come into this deeper process of transfiguration, transformation, divine union with the self, with the heart. That's the heart is where the healing is, right? Knowing your own heart. And this beautiful heart that you have that is in divine union with the sacred masculine, right? That is what is transforming as we speak the structure from where we are moving forward to, into a new future, a new way of being. Right. We can bless the old and know that the old or whatever or the past brought us here. And now from here, we can move forward and become the shaman that we are seeking. Find it within our own heart, right? And move forward into this beautiful spiral right to the center. That's what's being amplified right now. So beautiful. Finding this balance of mind once again through all of that. And just remember to keep grounding it. That's where you'll find it. As you ground and then receive, ground and receive. That's where the insights is. That's where the innocence of deer, the innocence of simply being connected to the superconscious field of awareness. That is where, my friends, you have access. It's the Akash, it's the Akashic records, whatever you want to call it. It's the field of infinite wisdom that is the infinite creator of all that is, of all that is. Wow, that's beautiful. And so, my friends, I hope that was helpful for both you, your inner father. Whoops, so sorry. Went the wrong way there. And so I hope that helped clarify or inspire you on some level this beautiful Father's Day in 2022. And I know for me, it just is giving me chills all the way up to the top of my head. So I just connect into my Father. Let's do that. Think about your intention for a moment. Think about what information you received through this reading. And bringing it all together, full circle. Intention, attention, and then allowing yourself to move forward right into the future, transforming as you go with ease and grace, healing, mending, empowering, remembering, refining, revitalizing, revisioning your ancestral lineage from the past into the present, and even further into the future. Just allow that awareness to flow in. And then feel the dynamic of that energy field of your intention now amplified through the wisdom, the healing, the energy field of this beautiful Father's Day reading. So again, may it not only benefit you, but benefit all those you come in contact with. In full faith, so be it. Aho. So just a blessing and a closing of the circle now. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful week coming up. And our next video will have some some information or some aspect of this summer solstice that is coming up. And I can't wait to share some of my experiences that I've had around already preparing for that. I've already had two fires. So the fires are burning, and we are moving forward into a new level of awareness, a new level of awareness. So please join me next week. Please like, love, share, comment, whatever you will feel comfortable doing on YouTube. And I am slowly working on making it more professional, more encompassing. I'm working on it on the back end. So hopefully soon you will see some improvements and some things have changed. And again, just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for joining me. Thank you.